Hello, my beautiful lovebirds. I missed you. Namaste. Welcome. So, I have a mindfulness message for you. As you know or don't know, I'm a yoga teacher. I really love the Ashtanga practice, that's my favorite. And I'm also a therapist, so I do both. And I've got these mindfulness cards that I try to use for myself and my clients. And this one is the source of joy. Says, Thich Nhat Hanh says, sometimes your joy is the source of your smile, but sometimes your smile can be the source of your joy. Close your eyes, smile, feel it, and see. So, long time no see. I've had so much to say that I've run out of things to say. Hope that makes sense. One is that I've been missing my yoga practice. It really makes me tearful and want to cry. But I've just stopped with movement in asana and became quiet and joyful. How's your heart? How's your spirit? How's your body? So much change. Wow. Life is beautiful. It's an adventure. It's a journey. Always leaves you guessing. Wanting more, doesn't it? Learning to be with what is. What a challenge. So, my love angels, my love birds, you ready for a twin flame divine union reading? I hope so. I'm ready for you. All right, guys. So, for the women, for the ladies, for the ladies, you currently have charity. Of course you have charity. Someone's either giving to you or you're giving to others from the heart. For the pelicans, for the nest egg, for the animals, for the world. She's a queen. She's a goddess. She's giving and she's being given too. Thank you, Spirit. Her desires and what she's passionate about in a fiery way is strength, taming her desires that are often maybe fierce. And I think, it's okay to be strong, but it's okay also if things topple over. Why does she have to hold that up so much? I think her desire is to let somebody else take over, let the masculine take over, and she doesn't have to be as strong. I think that's what she feels passionate about. And what she feels is that her divine twin and her are lovers. They're united. And or she has to make a choice. This is Gemini, the twins. And she has to make a choice about maybe which lover, or she feels like he is torn and has to make a choice between lovers. But she wants to be lovers, and she feels like they are lovers. She wants a lover. Her ideals in the past is to balance with patience and temper things, from one to making water from wine, growing from the ashes to the eagle, to the hawk. One foot on her land and one foot in water, changing emotions. However, the outcome will be that she's tied up. She's obsessed with something. She has addictions. Either that or the man in her life has addictions. He's addicted to something. He's addicted to something that reminds her of the devil. Maybe he's in it with somebody else even, because that person drives him insanely passionately wise, like makes him feel addictive type feelings for that person. Who knows, maybe the divine feminine is caught up in some addictions, maybe some low self-esteem and some things she needs to clear out so that she can be available for her masculine. Interesting. And also the card of Capricorn, nothing wrong with working really hard. The outcome for her is that she's going to work really hard at clearing out space and towards her work and her relationship. Poor Capricorn gets the devil. You know why? Because Capricorn knows how to break those chains. Right? So there's that part. That's beautiful. Let's honor the devil, right? The devil, fallen angel, Satan, fallen angel. How does Satan get back on track? Like anyone else, get back on track. She doesn't have a lot of faith, though, in this masculine energy right now to choose her. She's feeling like she's doing all the work. Damn it. Little grim. She's feeling a little grim. I'm sorry, lady. It sucks. Okay. I feel for you, lady. Let's see what he's got going on. What is the masculine's current situation? Calling in our angels and guides. Our ascended masters, please, our teachers. Our angels. Those above us in unity with spirit who know and see everything with divine power. Divine Spirit, please give us a message. Thank you so much. Okay, perfect. Alrighty. Okay, so he currently is his foundation. He's like Odin. In the mythical times, Odin ties himself up to a tree. Odin's kind of like the father of everybody in the spiritual realm, and he ties himself up to a tree so he can see everything upside down and look at everything, and find out the reason, the cause. He's waiting, maybe for 7 days, maybe for 7 weeks. He's been waiting for 7 years, 7-year cycle. He's waiting, and time has stood still. And he's healing himself. He's upside down, but he's only bound by 1 foot. He can get out. Maybe waiting for the time to be right, maybe waiting for the right person, the right opportunity. His desires, what he's passionate about, is being faithful. There's the loyal dog next to her on this side. And she has her crucible, and she also has her cross, and she is interested in being a loyal partner. He is interested in being a loyal partner. Either that or he believes in being not loyal. And he wants more than one partner. So that could go either way. There's always positive and negative. But I'm guessing if this reading comes up, he's questioning faith, maybe even his loyalty. Could be that he is feeling loyal. What he really feels, though, is to follow the stars, and that the stars will, his North Star and his guiding light, and that eventually the stars will line up. That everything will come for fruition and be easily poured into place. So with his faith, he's following the stars at night that give him a map and some guidance into where things might end up for him. So when everything falls into alignment, he really feels that it will. He has faith that it will. What he thinks about the past is that he usually drives things forward. He's action. He's oriented towards action and getting his horses lined up. He knows how to do the work, to triumph, to be successful. That's what he feels like he's good at, and he knows how to do that really easily. And he's waiting for his luck to change, the wheel of fortune. It's a fixed energy. It's a luck that he would like to have continuously if he could, and successfully if he could, and he's waiting for the wheel Wheel of Fortune to come in, for his fortune to come in. We've got Leo, Taurus, Scorpio on the left over there, and Aquarius on the right. Those are the fixed signs. So balancing, fire, passion, strength with tenacity and willfulness of the Taurus of the earth. Mastering Scorpio, feelings, rebirth, regeneration, transformation, and the flight from ashes to flight, right? And then also Aquarius, mastering human relationship, science. I'm just going to use these Lovers cards today, the Love Tarot for the Union. I'd like to know if you could please send me a message. Angels, please send me a message from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. Wow, I had a whole set jump out all at once, didn't I? Okay. Wow, this is a great message from the masculine. He's following his dreams, again, following the North Star, following his wishes. He wants you to know that things are going to line up. Okay? When it does, you're going to come to completion and start something totally brand new. The world will be at your fingertips. The world is your oyster. You're part of the zygote of the egg of the world. You're a dancer. You're beautiful. You, again, have the fixed energy of all the signs. You will be successful. He would like you to know that he is working towards worldly things for you. Either that or he's of the world and he's busy and he's in the world and he does not actually have time for you right now because he's following some other dream. Maybe both. However, he would like you to have hope that he will return. It is hopeful that he will return. There's hope. And charity. He would like to share with you from his heart the love he feels for you. And he will make it happen. He has all of the signs: earth, fire, water, and air. He's got the sword, the baton, the pinnacle, and the cup in his robe, with infinite potential for him to create whatever it is he wants in this relationship with you. Thank you, Spirit. Please give us a message for the divine masculine from the divine feminine. Please let us know what she has to say to him. My imagination is like a crazy place. I'll let you know in a second. Wow, okay. I gotta check something out. All right. An explanation. So she wants you to know that she's willing to change everything for you and let all of the old feelings die. The resentment, the feeling of death, maybe that you took something from her or hurt her. She's willing to let that go. She's willing to start over, maybe even taking in a new relationship because she just doesn't know anymore where this is going. So she's like, okay, if I need to let it all go, I will. Maybe her nature, though, is to have hope, and she would like to have hope. Even if there's a clean slate, she would like to be hopeful with the masculine. She wants him to know that. She wants him to know that she wants to be lovers. She'd like to be connected. She needs to choose a lover. Maybe there's two different people, Gemini, two different sides of herself. She needs to choose a lover. And what came to mind is just like gentle love-making and holding each other, and looking to each other's eyes and speaking. But there's also that, like sex, love, like where the sex comes in, you know, where it's like the sucking and the fucking, and sorry, that was my thought too. I don't want to say that out loud, but I have to. The strength part though, the message she has for him, I think if I interpret this my own way, is that she doesn't want to be so strong. She doesn't want to be taming all of this like crazy ass development between them two all the time. She likes some things to be a little more comfortable. Maybe even that she has a desire to let go. But when I look at the reading of how they read it, courage crumbles when strength reverses, bringing unhappiness as you lose control of a situation because you cannot trust yourself to do the right thing. Confront the problem and your resentment and disappointment may just evaporate. So she's really struggling with trying to figure out what to decide. And she doesn't know which way to go. After she feels like she needs to choose a lover and be lovers, she doesn't know which way to go. And then she has the Fool reversed. How she might feel about you right now is that she can't trust you and you're not committed and you're not interested. The Fool reversed is an idiot. He will go his own way, heedless of danger or responsibility. He's too immature to appreciate love, although his surface attitude and appearance may at first persuade you otherwise. So she feels like he's just an idiot. Jeez Louise, that's tough. Okay, let me know what the overall outcome is right now for this relationship, please. Guides, Ascended Masters, teachers, students, higher knowing people, give us a message for the outcome of this divine union. Her feelings, her thoughts, his message to him. What happens? Tell me what's gonna happen next. What's the final outcome? What's the final verdict? What's gonna happen here? Tell me what's gonna happen here. You have to choose somebody else? What happens? Just Hopper? Damn it, we've got that guy again. I wanted to hop out. I'm not taking him. Maybe I should have. I'll read them both. I'm not a cheater. Okay. Here we go. The situation is partners are waiting. They're waiting for a message. They're trying to get the divine message that they're supposed to get. What does it all mean? That's the heart of the matter. They're looking at everything upside down, trying to figure out what it all means. They also have hope for things to work out. Both of them have hope. That's the outcome. Have hope. Be hopeful that the situation is going to work itself out, okay? You may need to understand that you've been alone. You've spent a lot of time meditating. You have a great foundation. You don't want to be alone. Don't be isolated. You're not interested in that. You want to be lovers, but you're actually afraid of being lovers because it may be really intense. You may have a lot of stuff going on inside that you don't know if you want to share. You don't even know if you want to bond that way. That might be a little much for you right now. So positively or negatively, you're gonna get thrown out. It's not gonna work. Whatever you're doing right now inside isn't working. So you got to rebuild the foundation because it's not stable. You got struck by lightning and the castle came down, and you need to build a better foundation between each other. In the end, though, the next step is towards justice, doing what's just, and that what will be served will be just and will be due to whoever did what in the connection, and will be righted, it will be corrected, it will be reborn. And the outcome of the whole entire relationship is maybe not holding things together so much all the time, trying to be so strong and just being a fool. Just like start over, make a step, cross that crack, bring your new basket with you, go forward in a new journey, your basket, your hobo basket, and transform yourself. Start anew, go be a fool. Go do something foolish, go start over. I think that's a really logical representation of everything. I'd love to see if there's like a more feminine message, just of the past, present, and the future for the divine feminine to have her say in a way of like what goes on for her. Past, present, and future, please. Okay, just give me a message, please, about the future. Just give me one more card about the future. And I need another message. I know you have some angry words, it looks like, that are coming up, okay? And I just want to know what's going to happen. Where is she going to end up? Do we take the ones that fall on the ground? Okay. So she felt like there was a love offer and that you had a lot of passion and you were present and you were there and you were available. But then you kind of let circumstances hurt her. You kept being mean, you kept saying mean things, you kept doing mean things, you really hurt her. You made her be a stronger person. She had to evaluate everything inside that hurt. She had to look through everything that hurt, everything that was coming up that you've done or that she's done has been reevaluated so that she feels like she knows what causes her pain and what hurts, what she doesn't want. And then she'd like to be taken on a journey away from the pain. She wants to go away. She wants you to take her away from all of that. She wants you to rescue and bring her to a more peaceful place. She wants you not to hurt her anymore. She doesn't want to hurt anymore. Man, I have to be really direct. Damn. I'd like to know what that's her energy, the female energy right now. And I'd like to know what kind of past life they've shared. What's all the energy they've had to work through from their past lives till now? What was going on? Angels, guides, teachers, just ascended, descended, all the masters. The ascended masters, come on, Susan. Show me how many lives you have to show me. Were there one, were there two? Is there just a theme that ran throughout? Any guidance? That can't be that. There's many lives that cannot be happening. Maybe then it's just the bad shuffler. Okay, so the lessons they've learned from the past lives that they've had together is to follow their dreams, that they have dreams of each other and dreams of the future. She has dreams, he has dreams, we all have dreams and passion of the future. the current, they have harmony together. Their souls are harmonious. There's harmony in their lives. They've worked through that until they can find harmony together. They each have an intention to be with one another. I think this has a reminder for me of life flowing. It says, I don't know what that says. I'll look that up. I'm confused about that. But the night, intuition about them being together, intentionally being together in the night, and listening to one another's spirits, listening to the message. Lovely. Do we have some time together to read intention? I'm going to read you 2 cards to close up the reading. If you like a reading or you like my messages, please subscribe and listen to me more, and I'll share you what I know. This card shows a woman holding a vessel of water. Her intention, she gazes direct and purposefully as she steadily pours the contents into the ethers. She hovers on a starlit background of blue and aqua, the colors of the throat chakra, which represents communication and clarity of thought. Water has the capacity to shape-shift form into liquid, vapor, or solid, depending on which atmospheric conditions are present. Just as the atmosphere shapes the form of water, so too the power of intention activates and shapes your reality. Indeed, all creation is driven by the power of intention. Drawing this card prompts you to contemplate your aims and intentions. Be clear that they accurately reflect your feelings, thoughts, and spiritual aspirations, and think deeply as to whether they are honorable and worthwhile. Reach for your highest potential. Events may not always manifest as you wish, but the purity of your intent will be recognized and accounted in accordance with the laws of cause and effect. So, as written in the King James Bible, as you sow, so shall you reap. So may the harvest of your wise intentions always be bountiful. Good. Thank you, Spirit, for this wonderful reading about their intense passions. It sounds like they've had four lives together. One of dreams, harmony, intention, and being able to listen to one another. Fantastic. Listen to the birds, listen to the earth, and listen to each other like angels. Like angels. Please share with us an embrace of knowledge and passion, something to focus on, and I'm going to say to heal, to ascend, to heal the relationship, to come together in a divine union. Can you please share with me what would be most helpful to know about each other right now? What will help this divine union to reflect and to grow into their ascension? Mayu, see her beauty, see her grace, her loveliness. Soma, or body, from the galactic heart. Wow, you guys, she is wonderful. What's her number? 936. Mahu, Soma, Soma from the galactic heart. The Divine Mother's milk of the galaxy is feeding your soul. Expansion of your horizons, your spiritual purpose, and your sacred responsibilities is taking place. Divine potential within you is awakening at a higher turn of the creative spiral of consciousness. This oracle's prophecy of ascension and grace. They will make it to ascension. In a reading, your soul has been going through a deep spiritual feeding process and is growing rapidly. The evidence of this is in the outer world will be a sense of expansion of opportunity, reach, connections, and a new level of spiritual experience. Thank you, Spirit. This oracle foretells the welcoming in of a new phase of life. Newborn energies, infertility, whether biological, creative, or psychological, are being stimulated. The oracle indicates the discovery, development, and expression of talent, an increasing public profile, which moves you into the spotlight, can help you fulfill your divine life mission, provided that you keep your inner connection to Spirit. As the highest priority, the oracle speaks of soul healing around matters of trust, Spirit, Mother, and abundance. She's seen in the Western traditions as the Milky Way, a metaphor for nourishment and the milk of the heavens. And when she appears as an oracle, it is an omen of happiness, satisfaction, and fulfillment. If you develop your spiritual practice, you shall come to experience feeling drunk on divine bliss, like a baby in an ecstasy of complete fulfillment through the mother's milk. When we connect with the galactic heart, it is a sign of spiritual advancement. We are growing in such a way that our being becomes ready, willing, and able to take up more spiritual space in the atmosphere. You will express that spiritual growth in your life according to your talents. If you are a thinker, your ideas will become more inspired, expansive, and original. If you are a healer, you'll experience the flow of a new quality of divine consciousness through your work. If you are a leader, you will experience a feeling of being overshadowed by something truly great, kind, and helpful, whilst at the same time feeling more fearless, bold, and confident to speak your truth and guide those in your care. Whatever the truth of your soul encounters with the galactic heart are granted in order to evoke, expand, and empower it upon the earth. Some interpretations of the Vedas from ancient India see the Milky Way as the heavenly soma, the nectar of immortality and the drink of the divine. Soma can feed the soul, but like any food, healthy or otherwise, too much at a given time is hard to digest and can create more harm than good. More divine light and energy is not always better. At least not when we try to take it all in at once. We need to learn when enough is enough to detach from the Divine Mother's breast and rest in contentment and fulfillment in the present moment. To allow ourselves to be spiritually fed, to know when to latch on and when to detach from the inflow of spiritual energy. Thank you, Spirit. To allow for the mind, body, and soul to adjust to the increased levels of light and spiritual nutrition. And to metabolize that for healing growth, we need to feel trust and surrender into the divine feminine. If we have had difficult issues around trust, support, and nourishment as human beings, then clearing those issues through grace so as to be able to receive the heavenly nectar without greed or fear is important. Mayu offers healing of these matters with grace. Digestion and intention allows us to utilize the blessings and become ready for further expansion when it's time to be fed again. We trust that our sacred food will be available when needed. We can learn to rest into all that the Galactic Mother will provide for our soul, growing us into the fullness of our spiritual radiance and maturity, one dose of her extraordinary blessed soma at a time. Say this prayer out loud, if possible. I invoke the unconditional love of the Galactic Heart and give thanks for all that is good, true, and nourishing of my being. And through all levels, through unconditional love, I surrender with forgiveness and blessing any issue to do with mothering or being mothered, whether too much or too little. I release myself from false guilt, shame, and judgment now, and I release the mother figures in my life with forgiveness in my heart, for I no longer wish to hold on to old pain. I acknowledge I'm worthy and deserving of nourishment straight from the sacred milk of unconditional love from the Galactic Mother. May all mothers receive healing and guidance, blessing, and assistance from the Divine Mother of all souls. With trust, I open myself now to receive what is needed for the ecstatic fulfillment of my own being through divine grace. With gratitude, so it is. Great to see you. Please like, subscribe, and tell your friends. Namaste. Blessings. Thanks for joining me. Missed you. Love you.